everyone, and welcome back to DICEBERG Ahead. You're listening to Happenings in Handfast, I think was the name.
I like alliteration.
I'll write that down.
Thank you. I worked very hard on it. I fried my brain cell. This is our special Monster of the Week one-shot. My name is Hunter Olson. I'll be your keeper for this evening. And with me today we have...
Nathan Holton playing Ralph Pips, the meddling kid. Oh boy.
And I would have gotten away with it, too.
With his companion pet guy, Doc the Badger.
Boss. Sorry, getting into the zone of Johnson. Child puncher.
You gotta get in goon mode.
Dick Johnson.
Dick Johnson, puncher of children. And I'm Garrett, by the way, playing this character.
Keeper, I hardly know her. Hey, it's Evan Batt, they, them, playing Parish. They, them.
Chenoa Reid, she, they, playing Imogen Scoops. Very, very long lineage of Scoops.
Yep.
She's a detective, or used to be. It's complicated.
I'm Jaelyn, she, her, playing Jackie Dare, the spooky.
How spooky. Ooh. Last time we met our hunters in the quaint and storied island town of Handfast. Not long into their investigation, they found the townsfolk frightened, frustrated, and assailed by a force that they couldn't explain or identify or even recall.
Gasp.
Before we come to our heroes, we're going to see if y'all mark any experience for last session's events. So... Yes. Oh, you've got one currently?
I've got one.
I think I had one.
I feel like I did something last time. I did so much.
You failed quite a lot.
I earned a bunch of experience.
So, yes or no, did we learn something new and important about the world?
I think kinda. Yeah.
I think yes for this one.
That all cops are incompetent.
Did we learn
Yes.
something new and important about our hunters?
Ooh,
I don't know if there's too much insight into your guys's...
I don't think ourselves quite yet.
No. Okay. So we've got one yes so far. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
No.
No, we left that cop to die.
We didn't know.
And did we conclude the current mystery? No. So that's one yes, so everyone marks one experience.
Wow.
We're going to recap for the audience and ourselves some of the more major clues our hunters have discovered so far. One, there have been 4 attacks total with victims every other day for the past week or so. Another is due tonight. The victims all had a single slash down their forearm, left or right, doesn't matter, large and jagged. Many local residents have reported everyday appliances failing them, and strangers still replacement appliances they purchased act as though they never worked in the first place. You learn that Handfast once held a midsummer festival, and every year the town would crown a beloved child as the guest of honor. However, this year the city council decided to cancel the festival and allocate its funding towards repairing storm damage, and no beloved child was crowned. John and Alice Chilton, local residents, lost their child 40 years ago, and the anniversary of their death was only last week, which coincidentally was around the Midsummer Festival.
I forgot those people had names. Could we have gone and found those people and talked about their long dead child?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the help of Jane Howland, editor of the Handfast Herald, you discover that every 40 years, for as long as the Herald has existed, news articles were released showing photos of the crowning of a beloved child on the date of the Midsummer Festival, followed inevitably days later by an obituary. You also learned about a circle of standing stones in the forest reserve just outside of town, and this clue was kind of the final corner piece of the puzzle you've yet to finish, but is all but confirmed your suspicions that the culprit might be fey in nature. After learning about the circle of standing stones, you guys had decided to go and investigate it. So we come to our heroes now as they're moving past the town's feeble attempts to separate the storm-damaged section of town from the rest of it. There's caution tape and prop-up reflective signs, warning of falling debris and unstable structures. The cigarette butts and empty beer bottles you pass on the way show you weren't the first to ignore them.
That wasn't me.
Our hunters see around them. Hold on, music change. Our hunters see around them the ruined remains of many homes, parks, and small businesses. You can see the path of destruction clearly, the rampaging line of the tornado shredding houses and throwing debris, the devastating flood flowing straight through the valley, engulfing farmland and family home alike. And yet there are at least a dozen structures and houses you spot in the first few minutes of looking around that appear untouched. The ground is littered with glass, splintered wood, chunks of mortared stone ripped and thrown from their foundations, and upturned or crumpled cars. Just on the other side, you can see several neighborhoods away from the town square is the forest reserve where you intend to search for the standing stones. So what are y'all doing or saying as you travel? Are you sort of exploring the wreckage? Are you just beelining it for the forest? Are you spread out? Are you in a group?
You know, I definitely want to, head right to the forest, but I'm gonna, kick some rocks around, take a peek,
Turn
see if
over
there's
some
any,
rubble.
Children under there.
That's fair.
Looking
You
for the
know,
kid bones.
anything suspicious, maybe twisted spoons.
Uh-huh.
I think that I post up as guard. I stand there and look serious and put on a pair of sunglasses so they can't tell where I'm looking.
Okay. Yeah, y'all establish a perimeter with Johnson in the center, look mean mugging open air.
Yeah.
It doesn't work really well when I don't have my back to a door, so I'm slowly turning around and scowling everywhere.
You're mean mugging, but also paranoid that something's behind you.
But no,
yeah.
Active perception check.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and make a sharp. I'll probably have you do the same as you're looking around. Anyone else that's wanting to, or you can provide help.
I'll help.
By the way, literally anyone else at this table would be better at this than me. But
Oh, I mean, I was gonna.
You can help whomever you'd like, or do it yourself.
Is
and
it 2?
as a reminder, if you have a 0 in a skill, how many dice do you roll?
You always roll 2d6.
Okay.
It's just what's added.
Yeah, exactly. It's a modifier.
And we are trying to beat.
5. You got a straight 5.
I rolled a 4 and a 1.
Plus
4
0.
Plus 0, so a total of 5. So that is a failure. Mark experience.
Hell yeah.
I got a 9.
9. Gotcha. Your shades are too dark and you can't really see.
It's kind of overcast.
Yeah. Okay, you got a 9. That is a success. Word. Is anyone else looking around? Y'all kind of seem to be spreading out, if not splitting up.
I don't remember if last time if the buildings that were damaged were owned by the people on the council, owned by specific people.
I think you had remarked on wanting to check that out at the very least.
Okay.
So you start snooping through some of the undamaged houses and seeing if you can find a pattern.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so go ahead and do. I think that's also just sharp. This is an investigative mystery move, which has plus sharp.
7.
7. That is that's a mixed success.
Could I have helped?
Oh
in
yeah,
some
if you want to
way?
help.
The
is,
badger.
is the help action on there? I can't remember.
Help out. Yeah.
Hey.
You roll plus cool.
Okay, so roll plus cool, and depending on your
nice.
result.
Oh.
Did we establish that none of us are cool?
Yeah.
So
Y'all have no
You
chill.
have 1. Johnson has the most. With
I'm
1.
the coolest
shades.
here.
It's the shades.
Yeah.
It's the shades. If I take them off,
downfall.
Can we
It's a
officially-
-1.
I only have 0 cool with no shades on.
I'm down to have that be a mechanic if you'd
Okay.
like.
That's
You have the
so
shades
funny.
of cool.
I don't help
-1
successfully.
perception.
So what was your total?
5.
5.
Ooh.
yeah, nothing on a 5, I think.
Gotcha. Okay, so mixed success.
4 and a 1.
Do you?
So that means hold 1 question. Does it have to be one of these?
That's a list of examples, but
Okay.
if you have one that's outside that, I'd be willing to hear it and then decide if I'll answer.
Nate Mark's experience, because he rolled 5.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna hold on to that question. I'm gonna think about it.
Okay. So you're investigating a house. You're mean mugging and looking around, but you're blinded. You're helping out whomever you can with Doc. You're sort of turning over rubble and seeing if you could find any trinkets or odd clues, and you said...
Parish is going to go scout ahead and try to find the standing stones.
Gotcha, so like a path to... So that it's in the forest reserve, so you're sort of clearing a path up to the tree line, essentially.
I think you're going to get attacked by a demon.
All alone.
Come at me.
A big spooky spirit comes out and he goes, I'm a demon!
Oh, shit!
And then it jumps in your mouth. And you're kind of into it. So, Jackie, you kind of split off and start going through some of the more ruined structures, seeing if you can find any clues, trinkets left behind, bodies, anything like that. Oh, sorry. Not Imogen. Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading the wrong description. Jackie.
Yes.
As you're going through the houses, looking for a pattern between the ones that are undamaged. You find the homes. You find your mom. You find the homes of what seem to be many happy families. You see pictures of people on vacation. You see awkward, like they went to Macy's to get their photo taken, and everyone's posed behind a beige background. And you notice that any of the buildings that weren't destroyed seem to be people who do not have children.
Okay.
They also seem to be usually 20s, early 30s as well.
Okay. And does that go into my investigate question?
Yes, I think so.
Got it.
But as you're exploring, you're sort of going over the case in your head and trying to work this new clue into the pattern and see if it forms everything. But so far, all you've got is the big arrow that the clues have formed pointing to the word Fae. And you can't help but be reminded... Music change. We hear chimes as I change to the memory.
Johnson distantly hears someone having a memory.
What?
You can't help but be reminded of when you began investigating your own powers and abilities. As far back as you can remember, the other children were calling you strange and spooky. You always seemed to know when something bad was going to happen, and even more damning, bad things seemed to happen to people you didn't like. You saw fear on the faces of your peers more often than a smile. And eventually, when you had enough agency and courage to set out on your own, you started investigating the nature of your powers, experimenting with them, and growing stronger as you did. And along this journey, you met Parish and Johnson. How did y'all meet? Did Jackie reach out? Were you two investigating Jackie and you cross paths? Were you both investigating a case and cross paths?
Yeah, boss. How'd you find me?
I think there's always been some mystery around her family and heritage and wanting to connect to some people, so maybe exploring this, see if somebody else in the family has any power. She set out and found found Johnson.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of those DNA ancestry testing sites.
Oh, yeah.
23andMe.
23andMe.
That's
Those
what I
weren't
did.
working, so you went to these secret order members who have much deeper and older archives. Once Jackie had a hold of these others who were not only aware of the supernatural world, but weren't afraid of what you could do, how did that feel?
Empowering.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always, even though she was called strange, she tried to embrace it as much as she could, tried to make it her own thing, but she still felt like it was not natural. But finding others that experience also this, she was like, no, this is a normal thing.
And
it's
I
just
think-
not for everybody. I'm special.
And I think at this time, Parish would have some ability with magic as well. So you could see, not the only one who's been affected by the supernatural. You recall many strange and esoteric tests and rituals done to try to determine the source of your powers. While they were occult and frightening to most, they were oddly more comfortable than pretending to fit in with the other people at school or at home or in your neighborhood. Pretending to blink as if you needed to. After learning that your nature was most likely Fae in origin, you sought to experiment more, do more tests, and one day you decided to sit down with Johnson and attempt to read his palm.
All right, boss.
Yeah, and
What's it say?
we're gonna role play this scene, and then whenever you feel, you can make a plus weird roll.
Got it. Yeah, I'll take your hand and like put my finger to my eyebrow and just start like going like. It helps me get in the mood.
What are you seeing, boss? Tell me what my palm says. I can't read.
Oh, your lifeline is broken.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. Wow. On a
Yeah.
3, that's a 6. Okay.
Yep.
As your eyes roll back into your head, you attempt to focus. You grip Johnson's palm tighter than you felt. Johnson, this is tighter than you felt. There's more strength than you knew they had.
Mm-hmm.
You attempt to focus, Jackie, more than you ever have before, on the threads of fortune and fate, tangled and knotted into the form of your friend Johnson here. You've done this before, plucking and pruning on the strings of luck to your benefit to cause a bully a day of misfortune or brighten the lives of people you take pity on. But as you reach to observe the future of this man, something reaches back. Something meets your focus. Not the gentle ebb and flow of fate's tide, but a reaching, clasping, clawed, vice-like darkness that snatches for you. The shadow like ink has stained something deep inside of Johnson's core, stained his destiny, and it takes all your will just to bring yourself out of this trance. Your eyes roll forward and you find yourself still reading Johnson's palm.
Boss,
but
you're kind of crushing my hand here. Can you loosen up a little?
And then nosebleed, and you slump onto the table. Johnson thuds downwards.
I'm still gripping his hand.
He is
God.
unconscious, drooling, and hyperventilating. Parish, you're supervising, able to rush over and try to give medical attention. And I think we pan out. Johnson was never quite the same after that. Some malignant force deep within, curse or a hex, seemed to awaken at your presence. It's thrashing wounded parts of your friend that you have yet to find a way to heal. Back in the present, you sort of look at Johnson as you explore through the wreckage, all of this weighing in your mind, him blind, staring into open air, nodding to himself.
Confidently staring at nothing.
And just as your eyes settle on him, a sudden flash of images and sounds comes to your mind. There's a crumbling of stone, a cracking of timber, a terrible crunching thud, and a scream of pain. The vision is over as soon as it started, just in time for you to notice a ruined portion of stone wall behind Johnson is shuddering suddenly and violently, a crack forming low at its base, and it begins to tip. You have a split second. What do?
Ooh.
I am the coolest here, so I can act under pressure.
It crushes
That's
you.
good.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Can I kick the wall's ass?
Do you shout? Do you jump to push him?
I'm not gonna put myself in danger. But I'll yell.
You might be my friend, but I'm not.
No.
We're not that close.
No.
Sorry.
No. I'm gonna yell, Johnson, dodge!
Okay. I'm gonna say
Like
this
a
is
Pokemon trainer.
this is a cool to help, and you have prompted Johnson to notice and take his own action to try to avoid this. So you lower your shades and look over, and there's like a portion of chimney that's beginning to topple towards you.
5.
5 on the help out action. I think that's a failure, but you mark experience.
Cool.
Also mark experience for the failed. Yeah.
Cool.
Johnson. They don't help you out, but you get to act under pressure to try to dodge out of the way of this thing, unless you have some other character ability that can.
Okay, let me double check.
Kick some ass can sometimes mean dodging, but it's usually
like
against
physical.
when someone's punching you.
I wish I had any fire because all my shit. Act under pressure due to pain of fear. Okay, so if I'm afraid, I can get +1 to act under pressure.
Okay.
So that might be just double checking that I don't have anything useful.
That sounds like it applies here.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like a crumbling brick wall.
Yeah, it's like a big portion of chimney and a cross section of wall that's starting to tip towards you.
I think that I do a sick-ass combat roll out of the way.
Hell yeah. Dive over your shoulder, tuck and roll.
So 1, 2 for just rolling.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a modifier, so you don't add any extra dice.
So that means I have a +1 ongoing and +1 for just my normal act under pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so long as I keep it together, I can do that. 6. That is a mixed success.
So I will say...
Probably just get struck.
Could I try one more thing? Because I do have Jinx.
Yeah.
I can encourage coincidences to occur the way I want. And my thought is, I really want him to move, and he's not moving. So, like, he goes to roll, fails, but trips over a rock. And that makes him fall out of the way.
I so wish this was inverted, because then I'd have, like, a +5 to save someone from a wall falling on them.
Yeah.
That is, like, my specialty. Me being in danger, not really.
Okay, so how does Jinx work? Is that another weird roll?
When you jinx a target, roll plus weird, and then depending on what I get, I can. It's like the investigate guy. I can hold 2 and do
Specific
things.
outcomes
Yeah.
and stuff. Cool. Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
roll plus weird. You weirdo.
8. Okay. Oh, I can give you a +1.
That would push me above the threat success threshold, right?
7.
Get you a 7.
Up to a 7. I think 7 is it's a 7 to 9 is the middle section, and then 10
Yes.
plus.
Hell yeah. So
Oh,
that
it's
means
on
that
there.
would
Okay.
bump me into the not threatened territory.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Something consequence would still happen, I think.
Yes.
You do not
But not like getting my brain clobbered again.
So, what does it look like as this Jinx alters the outcome of this event? As as Johnson is miraculously saved from this chimney crumbling.
I in my mind, it's just kind of small little things that happen. Like, she goes and, like, she doesn't really move, but, like, leans towards you to yell, Johnson, dodge! And, like, maybe her earrings catch one single ray of sun that blasts past your sunglasses so you don't see the rock in time. And, like, she even stumbles herself a little bit, kicking a little tiny rock that wedges in your shoe, and you flip on over to your side, missing
I love that.
the big wall.
Some Final Destination shit.
Fucking butterfly effect me out of the way of the wall.
You just go, huh? Ah, fuck! And then stumble backwards, and this big chimney collapses right in front of you.
By the way, if you had told me that there was a window in this wall, I would have tried
Pinhole
having it
it.
fall around
There's a
me.
window
Yeah.
in the wall.
In the wall.
As the chimney collapses, you both sort of look down at the big cloud of dust and rubble that's been kicked up by it, and you look up to see the portion of wall that where it was, the hole that it's now created, and there is nothing more than a shadow, a large, towering silhouette standing in that section. And as you clap eyes on it, it rears back. Its shape shifts slightly as it moves, and a boulder is hurled across the way. And we're gonna cut to Imogen.
Wow, these rocks are so fucking interesting.
Oh, are there any cool bugs under that rock?
Yeah, there's some roly-polies.
There's a lot of worms.
Isopods.
I might get hit with a boulder.
You're picking your
It's me.
way through the ruins
the
of
bugs.
The boulder.
It's the bugs. You're picking your way through the ruins of people's livelihoods, and as you're going, you're looking for clues, trinkets, bodies, anything like that. I think you don't find bodies. People have pretty thoroughly checked that over the last week. Most like trinkets that have people have come back for have been saved. Most of the like intact houses Jackie went through were pretty bare. I think you would find what looks like tobacco, and like the roach of a hand-rolled cigarette that has been put out and is on the windowsill of a ruined house.
Like, recently,
Yeah.
I put it in my mouth.
Uh,
How recent?
it if
Still warm, fresh, stale tobacco?
not still warm, at least a day old, and it doesn't taste like any tobacco you've had before.
Not tobacco.
Is it yummy though?
No, not very.
Can I discern what it is? If it's not tobacco?
Make a investigate a mystery move.
If not yummy, then perhaps scrumptious.
What do I add to that? Is that sharp?
I think it's sharp, yeah.
What are you doing? Investigate?
Yeah, investigate a mystery.
10.
Damn.
10, goddamn. As you sort of taste it and then spit it out, you note that it is not a tobacco you're familiar with. It's tobacco-like. You think it's closer to like dried up flower petals instead of like leaves. Just as you're thinking that, you feel like a tingling sensation come over your tongue, and you realize this might have stronger effects on it. You've spit it out in time that you're not going to start tripping or something.
So what is
You
it?
start smoking it again.
Since I got a 10,
Yeah.
what is this meant for?
A humanoid with the constitution to smoke that much of this substance is inhuman. You think this is something being partaken by some other kind of creature. As your tongue is tingling and you're maybe looking around at the rocks, the
Hey, Johnson.
patterns are shifting ever so slightly. You can't help but recall when you were looking for a house somewhat like this, or at least this in its completed form. Big promotion at work promised a ludicrous raise and confidential responsibilities.
Oh, yeah.
So you set your sights on a brighter and more mysterious future. You weren't aware of the things that you would see on the job, the secrets you would learn, you could never unsee and unlearn. Then came the case that unraveled you. All the mystique and danger of the job, once romantic, came crashing down as you began investigating a case involving a shapeshifter and a dead agent, only to become convinced the changeling had infiltrated your ranks. You try to perish the memory, but it's captured you in its claws, and in this moment the storm-wrecked ruins of Handfast give way to linoleum floors and fluorescent lights, the smell of laminated paper and shoe polish and strong coffee, the feeling of your service weapon shaking in your hands as you level it at 2 identical copies of your old partner. You can't remember if their explanations were convincing. You can hardly recall how they pleaded. All you remember is the whites of their eyes, scanning their trembling voice for signs of lying, the fear taking hold as your finger squeezes the trigger. And a sound like a gunshot brings you back to reality, and you steel yourself in time to duck as stone shrapnel sprays across your arms and back, and you look up again to see the remains of a rock the size of your head, now shattered into pieces as it struck a wall mere inches away from you. And you turn back to see Johnson and Jackie.
I threw it at you.
Looking at this silhouette, this shadow of a towering, you would almost think it's a rock feature. Its shape is so jagged. And as you all clap eyes on it, it dashes away.
After it!
No, you didn't get hurt. I wish you'd gotten hit with that rock, because then I would... sorry. Literally half of my class is if someone gets hurt, I can start doing things.
Yeah.
And I haven't taken any damage, and no one around me has taken damage.
Welcome to this episode's intermission. Take a moment to drink some water, go grab some food, and come back. Or you can just listen right through. This intermission is dedicated to advertising our collaborations and opportunities for our listeners. It should only take about 2 minutes, so feel free to skip, and we'll see you on the other side.
Here at DICEBERG Ahead, we are proud DICE affiliates with our friends at Die Hard Dice. Distributed in over 100 local game stores, Die Hard Dice has something for everyone. From unique polymer and metal dice to dice trays and accessories. Within their care package that they sent us, I received the set Spring Court for my character Amori on Emergence, a sparkly green set with a swirl of pink. Head over to dieharddice.com and get 10% off your order using code DBA10.
Three centuries ago, a cataclysm arrived on the continent of Eranos' shores. An unfathomable swarm of dragons swept over the land, killing all they could. In the present day, the city of Fiore withstood the apocalypse and began sending explorers to the untamed world beyond to chart and log their findings. Emergence is an actual play podcast using D&D 5th edition. Listen to over 100 hours of content and immerse yourself in the Emergence Squadron's journey and exploration. All this and more on DICEBERG Ahead.
So, you yell, "Get him!" Get him, Ralph and Doc. You were all privy to this as well, as it was going down. Sorry, no flashback just yet. And you maybe have the best vantage of this thing as it starts dashing. You see it moving towards the tree line, but it's dodging in between ruins. It's getting low, leaping over walls, and I think Doc and Parish, not Doc, Ralph and Parish, would have the best chance to try and do something as it's running past you. This thing is barreling by. It's a speeding tank.
As we all know, fake creatures are susceptible to wood.
You see some walls that it vaults over crumble beneath its weight as it moves by.
I hear Faye don't like iron, and I pull out my crowbar.
I pull out my gun.
I'm gonna try to magic it.
Okay.
Ooh!
Ralph.
I don't have anything particularly good. I could try to plea with it and make a charm check.
Please, sir.
Yeah, I have an ability that
I
pleasant and friendly manner. I can manipulate people.
Okay.
I'm just
If you want to try that, we can resolve that before Parish blasts it.
Fuck it.
Hell yeah. How do you plead with it? And your die result can affect it if you want that to be the way.
I'm just gonna try to get it to stop more than anything.
Okay.
My goal is to slow it down, and I'm just gonna try to get its attention and be like, "Sir, you dropped this," and see if it just.
Look, the Goodyear balloon.
Wait, sir, you dropped something.
Is this your wallet? And just.
Okay.
I don't know.
You dropped your pocket.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 10.
10? Goddamn.
Nice.
What does it say on your move for a success like that?
On this move, it's just it's just one of the little
Does it say 10 plus? It does.
they
what
can
you
just
ask?
do what I say, yeah.
Okay, hell yeah. So, yeah, it's vaulting over walls, and it stops about halfway between Parish and Ralph. The rest of you are able to see it where it's stopped. It's probably, 80, 60 feet from the tree line leading into the forest reserve. But it's stopped. You still cannot make out any features of this thing. Even under daylight, it is dark as a shadow, and it sort of turns to regard you, Ralph.
So, how about the Mets? I don't know.
Start small talk in the
I
shadow.
don't know.
Out of the shadow, a boulder goes flying at your head.
Not a fan of baseball. All right.
What
Batter,
are
batter,
you
swing.
or anyone else doing about that?
I'm getting, ooh. Yeah, I don't have any, I don't really have anything to...
In response to it being hostile, I'm gonna
You're gonna blast it?
magic at it,
Hell
but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So do an
can I-
act under pressure to dive out of the way unless you have something else.
I don't. Okay,
Uh,
we'll just roll.
How does turn order function?
It's I present the threat and the danger and who it's going towards, and then we leave it free form. That's what we decided last time, was we
Okay.
wanted more free form. So
Because I do have a +3 to protect someone.
yeah, absolutely, if you want to do that.
I just don't know if I'm within protecting someone reach of our friend
I
here.
rolled
Of the child that I have
C.
punched.
Seven,
The
gotcha.
child I have punched.
That is our relation.
I
He
think
struck me.
I think you're close enough if you want to try.
Yeah, no, I think I protect him by placing my armored body in between the hostile attacker.
Does it specify a stat to use, or is this just?
That's my tough
Okay, so
for protect someone.
cool, absolutely. Go ahead and roll tough.
I believe that's a 5 and a 6. Yes, it is. So that
Damn.
is a 14.
Jesus.
That's a resounding success.
Yes.
Okay, you successfully protect them, and I'm pretty sure with that much, you probably don't expose yourself to harm.
He throws another rock.
By the way, how does armor work? Because I have armor on.
Armor reduces the harm suffered by the number of points it is rated for.
Okay.
Do you
For
need to
every
see
harm
this
I
one?
suffer, anytime anyone openly defies you or a friend is hurt. Okay. Those are the scenarios in which I gain fire.
Okay.
Is if I suffer harm, someone defies me, or a friend is hurt.
So you've successfully protected him. Does your ability say that if you protect him with a 14, you avoid harm completely?
So this is just me using the tough ability, which says that it can be applied to protect someone.
Okay, so protect someone on 12 plus. Both you and your the character you are protecting are unharmed and out of danger.
Rad. Okay. So, you dive for Ralph and Doc, and you push them out of the way as this large, softball-sized boulder goes sailing past and then shatters somewhere in the distance.
I imagine it's like, was it Cannonball from Ben 10? You just dive in.
Cannonball.
Cannon bolt.
Bolt. Yeah, just roll in.
The silhouette turns towards you, Parish, right as you raise your hand.
Yeah, so Parish draws their sword and stabs it to the ground. Blue runes across the blade and on their forehead start glowing, and let's see if it works. It does. 12.
12, goddamn.
Ooh.
To use magic, the Keeper will offer you some added benefit.
Nice.
So yeah, the magic I'm trying to do is trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Okay.
So I stab my sword to the ground, and then blue tendrils, like roots, go under the ground, and then it wrapped around it and pull it down.
It's a shame they're already shadowed, because I feel like stabbing their shadow to like pin it to the ground is a really cool spell.
Your added benefit will be that the shadow melts away as these glowing blue tendrils reveal its true form.
3 kobolds.
3 kobolds
In a trench
coat.
Every time.
Y'all should go watch that. It's good. I don't remember who the animator is. but
The glowing blue tendrils seem to melt the shadows off of this thing's form as you bind it to the ground, if only temporarily. You see a 7-foot hulking brute with red eyes, gray stony skin, and sharp teeth. He wears a woolen cap, dyed a dark and dangerous red, and a shapeless tunic spattered with the same color. And he struggles against these tendrils and looks up at you and just...
Stay put. Awful.
That was a bad one.
It was a bad one. I was gonna say
Spits on the
freeze, but then I felt it was too late.
That was bad.
And then
Cringe.
Parish has a -1 charm already. Hold on. 5 to charm.
He's not amused. Okay, so he's down at the moment. He is just struggling to try and escape. What is anyone and everyone doing? Yes.
I am running
Scoops.
towards. Yeah, Scoops is coming in hot. I'm still wearing heels. Don't know why I decided to do that.
Stumbling over the rubble. Wait, guys, I'm coming.
I'm gonna use a move called Occult Confidential, and I just get to ask one question from the investigative mystery list. I see this creature. What can hurt it?
Ooh.
Good one.
You, just looking at this thing, you get the feeling it's tough. You get the feeling that
Tough, high, fey.
that conventional methods of attack, like the sword, guns, will work, but he's a tough son of a bitch with a thick hide. But then you remember Fae, and they work by interesting rules, and you see that this ogre-like creature's hat seems to seep and drip a fresh drop of what is clearly blood down his cheek. It seems it's been soaked with fresh blood, at least sometime in the last hour.
Kid blood, oh no.
I'm gonna try and get the hat.
You just want to rush over and snatch his hat off?
I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
Yeah. If you also need a hand doing, punching things, I can also do that.
Like the
Gotcha.
Terminator, I'm running.
Should this be kick some ass or something else?
I mean, if I was doing it, I'd want to kick his ass, but
Kick some ass makes
Puff
sense.
is fine, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do I get a
So
+1 under
we'll-
stress?
we'll-
Is it
We'll do kick some ass. He's bound on the ground
that's
right now.
for act under pressure.
act under pressure?
I
Okay.
will give it a +1 because he's bound on the ground right
Okay,
now.
so I get a +2 to this one.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Parish's spell is helping you out.
Okay, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. I think 7 to 9 is the middling success. So I'll say you snatch the hat and immediately, as you pick it up, like stains
Is
your
it like
hand.
a brain?
Oh, I'm wearing gloves, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
Squeezes between the fingers of your gloves, and you pull it up. You can see
Yeah.
the big patch on the top of his head where it's been resting for some time, and he immediately no, and tries to reach out, and as he lunges for you, snaps out of these blue tendrils, which sort of fade and dissipate into glittering blue light. He is going to lunge for you. You just acted, so we'll see if anyone else wants to do anything about it. Otherwise, it's you rolling to get out of the way.
How are we in the forest right now?
You're
Outskirts.
or
about,
half.
outskirts?
you're about
Okay.
60 to 80 feet away from the tree
A
line.
block away
Okay.
from the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was just running straight into thick forest, not on a trail or road.
That was his plan. Yeah, just going straight for the tree line.
Okay.
No path, no sign.
and
Through
we're-
someone's yard. Disrespectful.
And we're assuming we have all of our weapons on us, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get up close, not flanking, but at an angle.
Okay.
Take out my shotgun.
Walk
See-
up next to me.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. Take
Hasta
aim
la
and just
vista.
take a shot.
Hell yeah.
And so what is that?
Is that?
Is that tough? Yeah, let's kick some ass.
Yes, that'll
Oh.
be kick some ass.
I have a -1 to this.
Unless you have a different ability that gives you for
No.
the spooky.
I don't think so.
Yeah, neither do I. Okay. Kablamo.
Yee. That is a 4.
That's
Ooh,
a
a -1?
Yup.
So for kick some ass, mark experience.
And that's full now, my experience.
Hey, you level up. We'll resolve that in a
Sweet.
sec. On kick some ass when you fail. Oh, this could also be
Please
help
don't
someone
shoot me.
out because
Oh.
you're trying to protect. You're trying to protect from attack, but you are shooting the guy. I think
It's
I
not
think kick some ass
saying.
is fine.
If you roll below.
Okay, so
Does that just mean, nothing happens?
yeah, I think this means that you blast, and as the shotgun rings out, you halt him from lunging at your friend, but this cloud of shadow is brought up in front of him and seems to swallow the slugs that you just shot out, and he grabs it and it says "Longshank to me," and it expands into a long halberd-like polearm. And he looks around at all of you, his eyes flaring into, "Give me my hat."
I start power running towards them.
Flintlock wood.
Wood.
Okay.
And I think that I'm going to just football tackle, or to the best of my ability, football tackle the fucking ogre dude.
Gotcha. Okay. So his primary focus, I'm supposed to lay out the danger and y'all respond. So his primary focus is on Imogen, who has the hat. So basically everything y'all are doing are trying to restrain him
Oh
from
my
going
god,
after Imogen.
we should play keep away.
Okay. So Johnson, you're just trying to tackle him.
Oh yeah.
Do I still have him trapped?
He burst out of
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that was part of the downside. You snatched the hat, but something else happened. Something bad happened. So go ahead and roll kick some ass, unless you're doing something else. Yeah,
Can I
Ralph?
help?
Absolutely. You
Both
sick
of
doc on him.
I'm just go.
So I have a crowbar, which is 2 harm, hand, messy, and innocuous.
Okay.
Doesn't see it coming.
Hell yeah.
Hit him on his raw
So
noggin.
2 harm would just be the damage I do if I hit. Correct.
Correct. And the damage you do is also the amount of shifts, the difference you have to hit him.
I jump up and I try and get around his neck with the crowbar.
I do in fact help.
Hell yeah, that's a plus
like a
1.
9.
Okay, plus 1.
Okay, so that would make that 8, 9, 10, 11.
Hell yeah. Okay. I think you managed to leap onto this thing's back and get the crowbar under its chin, and you just pull backwards with your full body weight, trying to bring it down. You stick Doc onto its shins, and he's just tearing at it, doing his best to try to tear away in its thick rhino-like hide.
So looking at Kick Some Ass, it looks like on a 10 plus, I could take 1 forward, inflict a terrible harm, take 1 less harm from the retaliation, or force them where I want them.
Yeah. So if you're trying to like grapple them to the ground, force them where you want them.
I think with this tackle, I am trying to immobilize him again.
Cool. Okay.
Or them. I don't know what gender the stone golem is. So do you take damage anytime you do a Kick Some Ass check?
No. It's when I think I was thinking of Mothership. It's when you fail Kick Some Ass. Like I say he's gonna attack you, and you say I fight back. Then you roll Kick Some Ass, and if you fail, then he does the listed like harm he has for his weapons and stuff down here.
Because on a 7 plus, you inflict the harm rating of your weapon, and your enemy inflicts you with their harm rating.
Yeah. So it's exactly.
Okay. So on an 11, I suffer, or
he suffers your harm. You take none, and right.
No, that's on 12 plus. You take
Oh,
none.
okay.
So I do take whatever his harm is.
Gotcha.
Apparently.
And he's got the
For this
pole
contested
axe
check.
out, so you take 3 harm, and your armor can
Tank 2 of that.
Yeah.
I have 1 fire. Yippee!
And then you've got him sort of on his knees on the ground, and he's trying to buck you off.
I force him to the ground, and I say, "Look out, boss! I got him right here. Hit him with some magic or something."
Okay.
Is it?
Pull off his mask like it's Scooby-Doo.
Are we? Is this like a new round, or are we still waiting on his action?
We can consider this a new round. So
Okay.
most of the time it's if y'all fuck up a roll, he gets the upper hand. I describe the threat he's about to pose, then y'all respond. So like we just left off with you have the upper hand. So he's on the ground right now. His only thing he's trying to do is escape from that at the moment.
Okay, cool. I have a pretty inconsequential in this moment thing to do. Parish pulls the sword out of the ground and then runs their hand across the flat of the blade and enters a different stance. And I'm gonna roll magic to enchant my weapon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
7.
Okay.
So
That was a rough roll.
works imperfectly. Choose an effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. I choose. I'm gonna take harm.
Okay.
From this as
Yeah.
I run my I cut my hand as I run it across the blade.
Yeah, you take 1 harm, ignore armor.
My sword's wreathed in blue flames.
I'm gonna say it requires ritual chanting and gestures, and you have to do them right now.
Oh, I in like.
Yeah, in person right now.
And then
Hell
just
yeah.
gonna continuously have to hide score and catchy stuff.
That's the juice right there. Okay. Yeah, you enchant it. You draw your own blood.
It's funny that you said, because I was gonna just do that anyways.
Johnson, you've got them on the ground. Parish, you've just enchanted your blade and drawn some blood. I think, this guy's just collecting his strength. You can feel his muscles coiling as he's
I'm gonna put him in a headlock
trying
next
to
turn.
break
Can
out from your
I
grip.
Do something?
Yeah.
No.
What do you do to try to prevent him from?
I'm gonna take my flask out, and I'm gonna pour it on the hat.
Oh.
And I'm assuming I have a lighter too because I also smoke.
So I think
And
you
I just
even
and,
just
like, pulled it.
pulling the flask out and holding it over the hat. He goes, "Wait!"
start pouring the alcohol, and then I get the lighter ready
Okay.
to burn.
To immolate it.
Yeah, as a threat.
Give me just a sec. He is extremely distraught as your alcohol comes into contact with his hat.
Does he go?
Juice. You watch
Juicy
as you're
hat.
like shaking it and wringing it a little bit. The blood is being seeped out of this thing, and it's left a dingy, dark brown, soaked with alcohol as you flick out the lighter and ignite it.
And then it explodes in your hands. 3rd-degree burns across half your arm.
Nah. I'll take it. Meh.
Yeah, I think you see him grow visibly pale and pallid as if he's losing blood himself. He doesn't look like he's going to collapse or die, but Johnson, you feel him like crumple a little bit more under your weight, and his resistance becomes weakened as you are staining his cap with alcohol. You ignite the lighter, and he's just sort of holding out a hand telling you to stop.
Why would we
Evil must be eliminated.
Why would we stop Mr. Rock Guy who tried clubbing us to death? Give me one good reason.
Because he'll never save the child.
Which one?
I mean, I'm not that big a fan of children, so...
Yeah.
Then let me go.
Yeah, but you tried hitting me, and I'm a big fan of me.
You wander into my hunting ground.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm fairly sure this is just someone's house.
Not anymore.
Where's the kid? I'm holding the burning hat. Toss it. On the
With his
ground.
family.
Like the alive ones. You're being pretty...
Come on, help me out, guy.
Come on! We're friends here. We're friends.
Why should I talk to you?
Because I burned your hat.
Yeah, what the fuck, guy?
I mean, you're kind, Faye, right? Yeah. You must have some sort of deal happen.
It would be so
anyone
funny
here?
if we misprofiled him and he's not fit.
Anyone here make? I'll call this a sharp check, or it could be investigate a mystery.
Isn't it the same?
Same, yeah. I just mean we're not really sticking to the structure of the investigation.
9.
9.
0. 8. 1 sec. 2.
Two.
Mark experience.
You just go dumb for a while.
I level up.
Hey, there's 2 of them.
Y'all, I'm not even close.
Okay, so
I never fail.
so the 2 of you, at least, Jackie and Imogen, know that based on this thing's reaction, you'd guess this is a red cap. It's I wouldn't say like livelihood, but a good portion of its strength is tied to keeping its hat stained with fresh blood, and you destroying it has, in a way, wounded this creature, but also removed your leverage for threatening him at the moment.
I think that I can do some more harm to him if he doesn't cooperate.
He's just growling. You could feel the crowbar vibrating as he growls. He doesn't answer your question further.
Do you want me to make him answer to the best of my abilities?
Yeah.
Okay, I fucking smack him in the knee.
Gotcha.
With the crowbar.
Persuade someone.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, but good cop, bad cop.
I spend 1 fire to increase my manipulate someone check by
Hell
1.
yes.
1 sec.
Nice.
Yep, I can spend fire 1 for 1 to increase my manipulate.
Hell yes.
Do it. Do it.
And my manipulate someone is a +1 normally, so I will see how many of these I want to spend.
Cool.
None.
What'd you get?
Actually, I will spend that 1 to make it a 12.
Okay. Hell yes. Yeah, that's a resounding success. And Ralph, you're pleading with him.
I don't think you're in a very good spot to negotiate.
Whack.
That was only like a 6.
Okay, yeah. I don't think you're in a good spot to negotiate.
And what would you clang?
Groans.
Answer the question the boss asks. And by boss, I mean anyone at this table. I mean,
In this forest, woods,
destroyed street filled with rubble.
He says,
was a deal made?
He says, fine. The deal was made centuries ago.
Extrapolate the deal.
Extrapolate.
Extenuate.
Explain yourself.
Discombobulate.
The prince was promised one beloved child every 40 years. The valley would be prosperous. Grow healthy vegetables for you meager monkeys to feast upon.
Okay, that was uncalled for.
You're
Like,
late on your payment.
I don't live here, so
You're late on your payment. My partner is collecting.
partner. There's more.
Do I need
Red
to
caps?
extract some more information from him, boss?
She's in town now. Go see for yourself.
What is she?
I'm sorry.
What is she?
She's just like you.
Who is she?
I can help extract a little more information.
Do it.
Yeah, I think he's resistant to answer that if you want to make another persuade someone.
Would this be an open defiance of me?
Yeah, he's resisting answering again after you attacked him for not answering.
Cha-ching.
That's cash money, baby.
I do
So-
also have a big comically large bag of cash with a big dollar sign on the front. Or a big euro on the front in this situation.
So, Mortal has upheld the deal.
Oh, that's not too bad.
One sec, let's see how willing he is to cooperate. Okay, so that is a 9.
That's a 9.
Plus 1 for a
10. Okay. Gotcha.
10 plus.
10 plus. They'll do what you want for the reason you gave them, the threat of harm. If you've asked for too much, they'll tell you the minimum. He says,
I'll tell you who she is. I'll tell you what she looks like.
Wait.
But you've got to get me a new hat.
So the first one was a 12 plus,
Brother.
and rules is written. That means he's my ally. Like, I understand that doesn't really work that well for intimidating and like threatening, but I did get a 12, so
yeah.
For
my first manipulate when I
Manipulate
smacked him.
manipulate.
I spent fire to make it a 12.
Yeah, it's convince, coerce, threaten, or otherwise persuade.
Yeah. So, he's technically my friend now. We're friends now. That's what ally means. It means we can go get brunch.
Waiting
A spot of coffee.
confirmation.
Mimosas.
I'll tell you what she looks like. I'll tell you who she's after. I'll tell you her name. But you've got to get me a new hat.
One soaked in blood or just a new one?
I can do the soaking.
But not of people, right?
Me
We're
when
gonna
I
end
walked
this
into the
deal.
club.
What is he, Mormon?
Yeah.
Gross.
If someone could shake the bed for me, that'd be awesome. I'll be your jump hopper.
At least for now, you're useful.
Also, he can't walk away from us right now because I've broken both his legs. I mean, I hit him with a crowbar,
Smashed.
and I did not hit him lightly.
Who is she?
Her name's Violet.
Evergarden?
That was my first thought, too.
Violet.
Violet.
She's forsaken her last name.
Violet Forsaken.
But what's her given last name?
And your ally.
Chilton.
Shit.
I'm really good at convincing people to be my friend.
The old trusty crowbar. Yet again, a crowbar saving the day.
Chill. What?
It's a
Wait,
useful
isn't
tool. That's
that-
the person from, yeah.
Violet Chilton.
The
John and Alice Chilton.
yeah.
They lost their kid.
How old
Violet.
is she?
She's like,
Their daughter?
The aging has slowed since she entered the Fae. I know not how many decades it's been for you people, but once every 40 years we return.
Okay.
I hope they're a child still, so I can
Yeah, we
hit
need
them.
to go. We need to go now. We need to go get. We need to go get her.
I take my little propeller hat off and I just put it on his head.
Wait!
Dude,
Yes.
A bargain is a bargain.
You put it on, and he like looks
Yeah.
up and like flicks at it.
It suits you well.
He like does his best to look up and side eye Johnson. You see the glowing red of his scarlet eye as he looks up at you, waiting for you to let him go.
Like, do we need to
No blood
do
of
we
the
need
townsfolk.
To, honor the deal, or can I just
Yeah, 'cause
do we need to?
I mean,
I'm
evil
still-
must be eliminated.
By all
so
means, go back on your deal with me.
the Fae are not to be messed with.
I mean, who would know? He's the only one who we talk to.
I mean, I suggest he goes and fucks off in the woods. And if you harm another person from this town, we will be back.
I have spare blood.
Okay.
He stockpiles it. You got a blood bank, dude.
It's kind of weird, but it's all right.
He's got.
He
He's got
literally does. He has a bag of blood back at his camp.
Oh,
Just puts the hat in. It's like.
Yeah, go back to sleep or whatever. Deal's off. The overarching one, you know.
What?
No more kids and shit.
Oh, his
Gotcha.
deal with
Yeah.
not us.
We'll let you live. That's
Release
the deal.
me.
New deal. I'll break your fucking legs again if I see you ever again.
You feel him nod, his chin nod against the crowbar.
All right.
Bees.
He looks around at all of you like an animal you've just let go of, and then shrouded in shadow, and he starts vaulting over walls, and you can imagine the propeller hat spinning as he goes, and he makes his way into the forest. And I think that's where we're going to cut this episode. Thank you all so much for listening.
Thanks for
everybody.
keeping us,
So much for
boss.
listening.
That's my job as
Thanks
keeper.
for watching
Thanks for watching
on
and or
YouTube.
listening.
and or listening on the
And
places
or?
you listen.
Good show. Check out our descriptions for links to all of our stuff and
Yep.
affiliations
Yep.
with various merchandise things.
Woo!
Nailed it. Goodbye.
Advertising.
Thanks for listening. The music for this episode is provided by Tabletop Audio. For more DICEBERG Ahead content, follow us on our socials and Patreon, or visit us on our website at dicebergahead.com.
We'll just bullshit for a few minutes. This will go into be real. What the fuck?
oh, I thought of a slogan you could have for your detective agency.
Huh.
Imogen Scoops, whether case or bottle, she'll get to the bottom of it.
Hell yeah.
That's so good. My slogan for my other character, his name is Larry Scoops. He's like in the future. He said something along the lines of like, you know why they call me Scoops? Because I'm gonna scoop you right off your feet.
Aw.
And then run away.
Emergence. Hannah really likes Beck for some reason, which surprises me. But I can't remember his fucking name. The tiefling at the Church of Eminence. Was he a cleric? Strayer, yeah.
He was a warlock.
Warlock. Okay.
She in season 4 already?
No.
Oh.
No, she was like, I want to play a tiefling cleric just to fuck with him. I'm like, how'd that fuck with him? Like, Strayer, I think, was a tiefling cleric. But no.
Thank you. Nice little breeze. Ooh, yeah. I can smell the flowers out there. The trees.
The wind.
Why do you always play a detective?
I don't know.
Get called out.
It just happens sometimes, okay?
If not a detective, then a cop.
Or an artist?
Yeah, I guess Amori is a.
Amori is a cop, technically.
Yeah.
She worked with a detective.
Dr.
True.
Campbell.
Dr. Campbell's a doctor.
Doctor.
But not really a medical doctor. She is a scientist.